everyone, it's Char from Char's Fashion Nation. I have on the Wet n Wild. Had to order some more of this. It was like $4 and some change. Then I have on some Curse Cosmetics. Have on some Gerard. A little bit of Lancome to help with that. And a Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray, which I'm almost out of the coconut one. Thank you so much, Rich. Anyway, I want to show you something. And I'm going to do this on purpose. I'm going to be using the Gerard. And these are lip liners. I want to show you the Gerard and the Curse Cosmetics. Now, one of these is black, but, you know, different shades. I don't right now think that the shade matters. What does matter is how people are tricking other people into buying product. And they're like, oh my God, it doesn't smudge. It doesn't smudge. Now, I don't have any of the Jeffree Star lip liners. I would love to. I can't afford that right now. And that's fine. That's fine. I do own some Jeffree Star product. Now, getting down to this is a clean hand. I wanted to take a makeup wipe to it. I put those ones, but don't mind the office. I'm still working on that slowly every day. Gosh, these makeup wipes were put in the package weird. So, anyway. Got some makeup wipe out. These are Pacifica. I got these from Amazon. I'm not a fan of Jeff Bezos, but Pacifica happens to be on there. So does Jeffree Star. So, I'm gonna clean the hands a little bit better. I mean, got back from the grocery store. Washed my hands anyway, because there was like something stuck on my nail. Like, ew, what is that? So, these are textured different than the other ones. Huh. Whatever. Now, we're going to let the hands dry. Fan your hands in the air. That'll help. So this is from the Black Veil Brides collection. Curse Cosmetics, like I said. Great packaging. Now, there's a trick that people are not telling you. And I'm just going to do it this way at first. So there's that, right? I'm going to do the Curse Cosmetics first, and then I'll put the Gerard on there. They both go on really good. Right? Now, if I just leave it like that, it's going to smudge. We're going in with the Gerard. Now, I do represent both of these companies with a code. I'll put that one up here. It's similar, somewhat. Now, this is a really, they're both a really creamy or smooth lip liner. And in real time, no cut. I've been noticing a lot of people are cutting away when they do this. And then I'll show you why. And then we're going to redo this, right? So we let that sit there for a moment. So we're going to go over here to the Cursed. Of course, that's going to smudge. And you want that to smudge. So you want to be able to line the lip and keep your... And look, that one's going to smudge. But it's still there, people. It's still there. That's the point to that. You're supposed to smudge it just slightly. You're about to find out what I'm talking about when it comes down to specific techniques. So, we have a setting spray. This is in Dreamsicle. This is my favorite. I'm almost out, but love it so much. How rich. Anyway, so I had purchased this one a long time ago. Now, on to the point. We're going to take a little bit of the Gerard Cosmetics eye primer, right? Just a little dab will do ya. Just a little dab will do ya. Now, that's what I basically use on my eyes, except for today I decided not to. I'm going to put that down, right? Going to put that right there. Then the next thing you're going to do is take whatever you have. I have the Lancome. I got this in PR to do review. I don't always get PR, but sometimes I do. Now you can do this with a brush or a beauty blender. Now this I do swirl in there because it's not eyeshadow. It's on the brush. Pat that on there. I'm telling you, I'm about to show you the whole world what kind of shenanigans people have been up to. Again, we're going in with the Cursed. Right there. I don't want really good brand getting a bad rap because people are out there lying and showing you something different than what's in reality. Gerard. Remember, the gold is Gerard, the black is Cursed. And I'm well aware I put the Gerard one in a different order. Now, we have this, right? So we're going to take a little bit of this setting powder instead of the Lancome. You want to take a little bit of that lighter setting powder. And again, you can use your brush. Tap that clean. Pop that over it. Oh, wow. Wow. Right? Wow. Let that dry. We're not going to cut away. We're going to let that dry. I want to get the new Cursed Cosmetics fan. That thing is huge. Mary will save me one. Save me one, girl. Anyway, yeah, like I said, we're not going to cut away. And then as soon as that's dry enough, we're going to go right back in. Right? Almost looks the same. Going to let that set a little bit like that. Now, the other trick is they probably go right back over. So pay attention. You got all that on there, right? Oh, wow. Liquid didn't smudge. Liquid didn't smudge. Because people are pulling this kind of shenanigan. They neither one smudged. They neither one smudged. Well, maybe a little bit, maybe a tiny bit on both. But here's the point to this. If you're going to do an honest review comparing this thing to Jeffree Star, be fucking honest, because this is an old trick. This is an old trick from modeling. And I know that because I used to be one. So my team, Jeffree Star, Cursed Cosmetics, and Gerard Cosmetics, yes, the fuck I am. But look. Wow. The tip, the trick, and now you know you've been scammed by those other people. Doing their not so honest review. Oh, it's waterproof. Oh, it's long lasting. So are these. These are long lasting. You just have to make sure your lips are clean, which is great. That's always a great idea. Make sure your lips are clean. And let's say, because now people are trying to say, oh, we're the first matte liquid lip that stays on for like 8 hours. Curse Cosmetics. 8 to 12 hours. How do I know that? I wear this sometimes. I do. This is one of the best matte liquid lips that I have used. I should say it's the only. Well, no. I take that back because I also have some Gerard matte liquid lip. And that one stays on as well. But you don't have to be doing all of this fakery like this to get your product to last. You really don't. Like, I keep my Gerard lips up in here. This one's not a matte liquid lip. I have that one just like if I want to do some diffusion. And so that's a beautiful color. Does it go with one of these? Yes, it does. But the point is, when somebody's doing a dishonest review, please reevaluate yourself, because you're lying to the seller, or not the seller, you're lying for the seller is what you're doing. And you're lying to the customer, which is never a good thing. Don't lie to the customers. You're scamming the customers. I'm trying to find Night Rider. That's not Night Rider. I accidentally picked those up again. Where's Night Rider? I'm not sure if Jen still has Night Rider as a shade. No, that's not Night Rider. My nerves are going nuts on my ankle. That's not Night Rider. That's lash glue from CR Lash. Where I put my lash glue. No, I know. That's some NYX Plumper. I might get rid of that one. And holy crap, where is it? There it is, Night Rider. This is just a lip gloss. Beautiful lip gloss. This is Night Rider. So another thing I'm going to show you here is we're going to take Night Rider and we're going to go ahead and we're going to go in with that same powder technique. But we're going to do it on the hand. Now remember, when you're doing it on the hand, it's not the same as your face. Except for this time, we're just going to go in with the powder. Remember, that's Lancome. I got it in review for Influencer, which I have one of those videos to do too. There it is. I'm gonna put that there, and then I know I have a purple shade of the Curse one, but I already have this one out, so why the hell not? And then what I'll do is I'll end up feeling that dry on the hand. Now, I don't honestly need that setting powder for either one of these. So, right here on the back of my hand. And I'm going to continue that in the palm to let it matte down. And then I'll go ahead with Night Rider on the back of my hand. The only reason they're creasing is because I moved my hand like that. Now, these are both matte liquid lip. Only reason it moved is because I accidentally had it chunky on the back. It's not like that. Now, this, when it dries down, is a true matte liquid lip. This stuff stays on your lips from 8 to 12 hours, sometimes 13, depends on what you're eating and what you're drinking. Or if you're using a straw compared to just drinking out of a cup or a bottle, whichever, right? I'll try to speed up the process here. So, the other thing people are doing is they're scamming people by saying, oh, this is a true matte liquid. Well, this is these are both a true matte liquid lip, and they come in a variety of shades so that nobody's left out, whether you're male, female, straight, gay, bi, whatever. Nobody cares. You're a person. That's all that matters. So, my leg. So this is not matted down yet here. But the Curse Cosmetics is about matted down. Yeah, it's not matted down all the way yet. So anyway, remember, this is the back of the hand. This is not the lip. So let me show you the little tip and trick on that. Now here's something that I do sometimes. Just trying to make sure my lips are clean enough. This is what I do sometimes if I don't feel like using a lip liner. Grab a mirror real quick. Even though I got the Lancome. Can take this. I know I didn't do that too good. Oh well. This is just a show and tell you. And this ain't going nowhere. This is not going nowhere. This is in my favorite shade. You might see me like reading stuff without my glasses a lot. My eyes are changing. This is Ritual. Usually I struggled with seeing the label, right? Now this is matted down most of the way. Again, I accidentally put a little chunky spot there. That's, you know, user error. Absolutely. And it's the same thing here. I accidentally put a little chunky spot. Now we'll go ahead and get that off the palm of my hand because that's getting weirder. So I just want to show you the scam that y'all have been played on. It's like, oh, there it is. This is almost dry all the way. So we're going to go in with the Gerard in the middle. Because blending is friending. Always blending is friending. And this, my friends, as soon as Night Rider mattes down, this will stay on for 10 or 8 to 12 hours. Like I said, this part right here, that's my fault. The Gerard Cosmetics, it does pick up a little bit until it mattes down all the way. Now this one takes a little bit longer to matte down, and I'm not mad at that, but again, it's mostly for the lip and not your hand. So what are we doing here? Oh, look what stayed longer. And I know Jen has a really good formula. So does Mariel. Mariel. The other one was Jen. So Jen Gerard and Mariel, the owner of Curse Cosmetics. And it takes a lot to get that off. It really does. You have to scrub. See how hard that is to get off? You have to scrub that off in order to get off. I was taking his daughter back to her mom. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you really have to. Look, that's some quality. If it's not going to move and it really just sits there on the lip like that and it takes forever just to scrub off. Now remember, the middle of what's on my lips is the Gerard Cosmetics matte. I know I did a boo-boo right there. It's the Gerard that came off. That's it, just the purple. That little itty bitty piece of purple. But that black, she's not moving. She's there to stay. But anyway, this is a hard one to take off anyway. And it's not sticky. It's not dry. Won't crack your lips. And I don't care if I mess up my makeup, because I know I can touch that up. So the other trick is, are they actually using a matte liquid lip like what I just showed you, opposed to like how I showed you this, and scamming you instead of being truthful? Because, you know, you really have to think about that as the consumer. Think about, are you being told the truth or are you being lied to? I don't want any consumers to be lied to. Everybody has a different formula, and they need to be more transparent about the formula that they are selling you. And if they can't be transparent about that, they should not be a company. I'm going to go in with Tombstone. Rub that together before it dries all the way. You can go back in with the other shade, Ritual, and just like clean that up. But still, these, that's my point. That's been sitting there. Look at that. Y'all are getting scammed the house. So anyway, yeah, and you can just touch that up. There you go. That's touched up. Now that'll matte down again. This is not coming off. So like I said, buyer beware. You know, because I just showed you that. And like I said, I don't own any Jeffree Star eyeliners. If I did, I'd be happy. He has some for the Night Owl collection. And I will have to wait to save to at least get the palette. Now, he does have a bundle. He has several bundles. And one of them is the Night Owl palette and the Thirsty palette with some other stuff like brushes. And that's actually a decent price right now. But anyway, I wanted to show you this. Don't get scammed with somebody that's like hamming the camera. Where'd that come from, huh? It came from fucking modeling techniques is where that shit came from. Anyway, stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. I'll see you in the next one. And buyer beware. Remember the old trick. And maybe you would like to do those old tricks to be able to like keep your makeup on longer. And for Cursed Cosmetics, the code is SHARS. And for Gerard Cosmetics, my code is SHARS20. And that is it. Like, y'all, I didn't even put eyeliner on today. I didn't feel like it. But 2 different brands, same result. Tips and tricks. With that said, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh. Only because I didn't matte down all the way. Well, that's it.